Hey everybody, this is Scotty with Sketchy's Garage, and today I'm going to give a little bit of information on the one-piece floor pan for the 62 to 67 Chevy 2. We're just going to take a quick look at it. There's a couple things that are different between the two. So if you're going with 1 year, you're going to change a couple things, and I'm going to show you what that is. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at it. Alright, this is a 64 Super Sport. We're putting this in. Like I say, this is a one-piece floor pan for a 62 to 67. But if you're going with the 62 to 65 bucket seat, you're going to have to move your seat mounting points over. So just make sure you measure your car and get them put in the right place. That's something that's very easy to overlook. The car will be about done. You go to put the seats in it, and then you're going to have to get in there and do some fab work. And that's never fun. Another thing is the rear seat bracket. It doesn't look like it's got a provision for the 62 to 65 or the 66 to 67. Once again, that's another easy thing to overlook. So make sure you get them put in place. That way you don't have no problems when you go to put your seats in. Another thing is this floor pan, for it to go in, it looks like it can only go in there one way. I thought about maybe pulling one of the front or back glass out to slide it in like that, but from measurements it will not go in like that according to the measurements. Maybe somebody out there has done it before. If you had, let us know, but it seems like it's a little bit too wide to fit through the window glasses. So it looks like what we're going to have to do is actually slide the pan in up underneath the bottom of it, raise the back of it up and get it up and over and slide it up into that window area right there, and then we can finagle it down and set it down. It doesn't look like you can do it the opposite. It looks like it's going to hit the dash if you try to go forward first into the back. So I took a measurement. It looks like you're going to have at least off the ground 18 inches. So if you're doing this off of jack stands, try to have it up at least 18 inches, and it looks like you can finagle it in there. Next thing I want to talk about is today was a Tuesday. It felt like a Monday. Was working on this thing a little bit. Couldn't get no time on it. So finally I get like 10 minutes going. I'm up at the front of the car. I'm cutting up the floor pans. I'm just hammering. I was like, yeah, finally getting something done. And old Sammy the snake falls down on me. And I don't know, I'm more afraid of snakes than finding a pregnancy test in the garbage. And I got 2 teenage daughters, so that tells you how I feel about snakes. So I see it fall down, and it starts shaking its tail, and I was like, oh man, this thing's looking for a fight. So I happened to see it level. It was sitting right there, and I took that level and kind of slap shotted him all the way across the shop, and he landed about 2 foot behind the gremlin, and then he scurried off up in the gremlin. So if anybody out there looking for a gremlin, we got one for sale for cheap. That's my spiel for today. I'll catch you on the next one. Okay everybody, just on a quick serious note, whenever you're getting into a new project, with like perfect example was with the snake. Usually if something's been sitting out in the field or something, I like to bring it up pretty close to the shop, open all the doors, let the cats, let the dogs, let the chickens run around it, beat it around a little bit, and then pull it into the shop. Most of the time you won't have no problems, but on this project right here, it was sitting right there. It's been sitting there for a month or so, and then the guy that bought it, I just had to put a floor pan in it, so I decided to put the floor pan in it today. And I guess old Sammy the snake was hanging out in there and about scared me to death. I seen 47 snakes today after that. Seemed like anything that wiggled or moved or the wind blew, made a noise, I was jumping. So just some food for thought, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.